This is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And off we go from Las Vegas. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Willis now off play action.
He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action with Willis. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Going on 4th down. Here's Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now a first down carry for Harris. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Myers' kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They always take the early lead. offense just gets settled in.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game, CD, some are calling it the game of the year. Others are saying, hey, this is the Super Bowl preview. And as we speak, these are the top seeds in each conference. How do you think these two teams approach this one internally?
And I think that we both subscribe to the theory that it is the game of the year so far, and it could be a Super Bowl preview. I know outwardly both teams are going to tell us, hey, it's 1 of 16. We're going to do what we do. Let's just go ahead and play our game. But I think we both know that internally, they're saying we've got to establish we're the team to beat in case we see them again.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
On third down, it's Willis. Able to find his man, Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Saints first down.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. This pass caught. It's Woods. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Willis. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2 yards on the pick. It's second and 8 at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from Marm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The Raiders at 12-3 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete to Dotson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And to the 42-yard line here, brought down there. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Offense set to get this drive started. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Caught, it's Wilson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Back to throw here, Herbert.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the Saints' 23-yard line.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Drake London.
Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Jamar Chase
With career touchdown number 75.
And the Saints have retaken the lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
14, Raiders 10.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
On first down, it's Herbert. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On second and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This pass is caught by London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he's got his target, Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Drake London in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-17. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get into our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Last play of the half. Here's Willis. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. On a return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. He'll try again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and goal, Willis. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So on fourth down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A Raider first down, 17 yards. On the delay, here's Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know you thought saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So after the fourth down conversion, now first and 10 inside the 25. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second and 9, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Herbert.
Got his man. It's London.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Willis. That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Cut back team! Cut back team! Nothing 19!
Again to throw. Willis on 2nd down. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Jamison Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Justin Herbert.
Not the first down play they wanted by any stretch of the imagination, and absolutely... This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack.
Herbert, he's got his man, London, right side.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Herbert now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Willis now off of play action.
He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Raiders first down.
Herbert back to the air. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Garrett Wilson, 35 yards. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
From the 30 on second down, Willis. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Oh, he fakes a spike. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Devontae Wyatt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Second down throw coming by Willis.
Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36.
Willis looking to throw on first down. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. To throw again on second down, Willis. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Jamar Chase,
34 yards. And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Saints 45, Raiders 31.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
and Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Herbert going to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to...
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Jabari Zuniga
in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Herbert.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And they hit him as he throws it.